Is this camera even rolling? In my time on YouTube, I have used an accumulative of probably more editors than I care to admit, but there was three that I stuck with for at least a period of time. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but the last few videos I have made seem to have a very different feel. It feels a little more, how do I put this, edited. Um, at least comparatively to my older videos. Well, that is because I started using a new editor. And I've done this 3 times. In the beginning of my channel, it was VideoPad. In the most recent couple of years, it has been DaVinci Resolve. And now, well, there is a new challenger. Now, I have made quite a few edits with all of these editors in their own respective manner. For example, there's this one video that I made on VideoPad probably like 5 years ago, maybe less, I don't know. Then there's other videos where I've made them on DaVinci Resolve, where some of them have come out really good, and I actually am really proud of some of those projects. But in the same light, I've recently been using a lot of CapCut, and I'm wondering whether or not CapCut or DaVinci. Now, unfortunately, it's not going to be as easy as just doing, like, that, yeah, oh wow, no, like, this is some, like, complicated stuff, and I honestly have no idea, like, this, oh no. Oh, my point. It's very convoluted in what I'm going to like choose here. So instead of a tier list, we're basically creating an iceberg, not actually. Nobody cares. Not a single soul cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Get to the other word, please. Now, what I could start doing is ending up like a, I could indeed like just sit there and make an edit through every editing program and see what I think is the best about each program and everything like that. But I don't really want to do that because that's not really unique. If there's plenty of people who have done that and put it in a tier list, that's exactly why I even mentioned the tier list, because I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it a different way. So instead, I'm going to do the next best thing, which is pretty much just take everything I've done in my channel and compare them all biasedly because I'm an idiot. Instead, I'm going to do the next best thing, which is anyways, with all that out of the way, now we can start with the real meat and potatoes of this entire situation. Well, as I said earlier, obviously there's a lot of there could be a lot of speculation about the fact that one of these editors just shouldn't be in this race. And you're right, a VideoPad video editor should not be in this race, but I am going to pull up a few examples of why I think it's even like plausible. And I think it's really just simple. It's simple, it's intuitive. There's not too much. Like, it's just you want to make a couple of cuts and do a couple of wonky transitions, it's there. I'm going to give a couple examples of that in a moment here, but I also want to mention the fact that CapCut and DaVinci Resolve is really what this is against, so I guess I should probably. Anyway, so we're talking about two things here, really, in the end, and I have made notes because I can't remember anything for the life of me. So we have DaVinci, and we have CapCut, and we have VideoPad. Now, what do these things have in common, and what do they not? And what are the bad and good things about these? Well, DaVinci Resolve, for one, it is a film-based editor. So what I mean by that is, while it has the color, fusion, all of those really great things, it is very highly demanding on your computer. Now, if you have something like CapCut, on the other hand, there will be this it's like a short form editor, in my opinion. It's like you look at it and you're like, yeah, it's good, it's fine, but it really does have a very specific thing that it is going towards. Like, it's not actually looking for what DaVinci is. With DaVinci, you're looking at making something movie like or similar to a movie, very similar to something of Premiere Pro's um outlook, right? And then there's VideoPad, which is basically the bare bones of a software editor, but it is paid and it is really just shouldn't be on this list. But I put it on here anyway because it's a middle ground. It's the ground where it's like this isn't good, but why is this not good? Well, it's not good because you can only upload from it once before you have to pay for it. So it's one time free trial, and well, DaVinci is free. CapCut is kind of like this thing where it feels like an editor that'd be really good, but then it has a pro version that locks a whole bunch of stuff behind it, so it feels kind of yeah, but it's just not the editor you would want to use. In my opinion, I would 100% give this to DaVinci. But if we move past all of that, I think DaVinci is requires a lot more knowledge and you have to know how to edit really well. And guess what? I learned how to edit on VideoPad and I recently tried out CapCut just to see the differences, right? And I do think hands down DaVinci gets this, but I think it's also to person, right? What do you prefer, right? And I think that's why a lot of people have the argument between Premiere Pro and DaVinci Resolve is because in the end you don't really there is no conceivable difference outside of the price point and to each their own, right? You've been using Premiere Pro all these years. Of course, you're going to prefer Premiere Pro because you're used to it, because it's what you like. It's what you learned everything on. For DaVinci, it's like a whole nother ball game for something you just aren't willing to put so much time into when you've already put so much time into this other thing. And I think that's fair. But for me, it's DaVinci because that's what I put a lot of time into. So it's to each their own. That's the end. That like it's in the end, it is literally just there isn't a difference between editors. There is only the difference between person that prefers a specific editor. So I don't think this video makes any sense. And this is CoolSkit telling you a skit was made here. Have you noticed that? All my videos are a joke. Have you noticed that yet? This whole channel is just a very long uphill joke. Is it funny yet? I sure hope it's funny. Because every video is gonna do this. Every single one. And yes, it's gonna get more professional. And yes, it's going to get funnier. But I'm not very funny. But you probably laughed at those jokes earlier in this video, so maybe I'm doing something right. Have a good day. Seriously. Have a good day. I'd like you to have a good day. You're laughing at me. This is what I want. No, but seriously, I did write down like a load of stuff on all this, and I mean, yes, I do think this is a valid argument, but am I going to make this argument? No, because I think it's fine. I think whatever you choose is up to you. And me, the Venture Resolve, because I learned a little bit of CapCut, and I was like, it's not the Venture Resolve. Okay. Bye.